Hey guys, Dark Endless Pit here, back with a new video. Today I want to talk about religion and how poisonous it is to the consciousness, to one's logical and critical thinking. Um, it's religion has um, religion has a basically function for some people to get them to the next day. Some people have to use religion to cope with this reality. And without it, they probably would go insane. They might kill themselves. They might endanger other people. They might lose their minds because you know there's nothing here to achieve. I mean, look around you. Look at the animals. What are they doing to achieve? What's the big mission in life, right? Consuming your brothers, reproducing for the child to eventually die, guaranteed. We're playing a stupid game here. It's tic tac toe. It's we're chasing our tails. Once you get it, once you understand what this life's all about, it's stupid. It's a monotonous, tedious, boring life. I mean, it's some people might have a great life, but they're still just chasing their tails. They're just chasing their addictions. They're chasing their bad habits. They're chasing status, money, materialistic shit that doesn't even matter at the end of the day. And religion, although religion has like a few good principles, I mean, majority of it is just common sense. I mean, do people really need to be told not to kill someone, not to lie, not to rape? I mean, do you really need to be told that shit? You don't know that those are bad things, negative things to cause on another sentient brain. I mean, you shouldn't need to have a Bible or a fucking book to tell you, yeah, don't be an asshole. You really shouldn't have to. It's do unto others as others would do unto you. Don't just fucking don't be an asshole. That's simple. And but people don't get that. People just assume that that everything's perfect about this life, and it's a gift, and oh, look, all these miracles that happened. Oh, this guy survived a fucking 12-story jump and he survived. Oh, there must be God. He wouldn't survive without him. Whatever. This delusions, honestly, fucking delusions that people have. I mean, something about me personally, and it might be the way I was brought up because I was religious at some point in my life. I kneeled in the evening, prayed to God, every night, hoping for better things to come, and clearly, gave up on that because I realized, oh shit, things are bad, I mean, not just things in this reality, but just in general, just if you had experiences with pets and stuff like that, and you have a great pet, and later it gets ran over by a car in the streets, and you see that, and you constantly see other animals, and just other people suffering, and just it's so illogical at this point, especially in 2024, to believe in God and thinking that something out there, something intelligent created this life is bullshit. I mean, just look around you. Look at what are humans doing? Seriously, besides, trying to get the most pleasure, trying to be hedonistic, trying to impress people. It's all trivial shit. At the end of the day, it's all trivial. The goals that human beings have for themselves. It's trivial. Being the best basketball player, being the best teacher, being the best accountant or whatever. It's trivial. Those are functions to have a functional society, but they're trivial at the end of the day. Those accomplishments are trivial. Being the best mechanic, they're trivial. What do you, besides helping society and stuff like that, what else is there to do? You're just cleaning up messes. You're cleaning up things, you're cleaning up problems that should have never even occurred in the first place. But because you're here on this planet, because of your parents, they forced you in here. And for me, my parents forced me in here because they were just dumb. They were religious kooks, fuckheads, you know? They didn't think about the risks, the repercussions, the future of their offsprings, you know? If they'll even be content with this life, because I mean, this is fucking crazy, ridiculous. You know, now that I'm living on my own, you know, I get a better grasp of how bad things really are. I mean, in my circumstance, isn't that great, but it's not anything special, but it's better than most people out here. Some people have way worse circumstances. Some people are in debt. Some people have lost all the loved ones. Some people have to save up for a new car. Some people have to find a better job. Some people have a homeless situation. I mean, and you're telling me God is still here, even though all this shit's happening to real lives, real brains that can feel as much as you can. You know, they can feel bad and good just as much as you can. Their feelings, their sensitivities are as real as yours that you're experiencing. Same conscious experience. I mean, same like function and stuff like that when it comes to like being whipped and getting a carrot or whatever, you know? Same functionality. You know, obviously everyone experiences consciousness differently with their experiences, right? Some people never ever got tortured, ever. You know, and some people have. And there's a complete change in perspective, but the majority of people in this life, you know, they just never got hit by bad things in life, and because of that, they are more prone to be reckless because they haven't, reality hasn't hit them hard enough yet. You know, they're still speeding, they're still getting themselves into debt, they're still gambling with people's lives by procreating, you know. All these risks, all these fucking, you know, potential risks that you're imposing, you know, and for what? You know, for one's gratification, one's ego, you know, people thinking that, oh, you know, I deserve all this because I pray to God and this and that, you know, and you don't pray to God and that's why you're in your position the way you are, but no, it's simply just clearly looking at life for what it is, the fact that there's prices paid every day. You know, I mean, there's no free meals, there's no free rides here. There's just risk, there's harm, you know, there's prevention, you know, and that's really it. There's some pleasures, but that's just relieving the negative at the end of the day. So all we're doing is just running away from negatives, you know, but you can't escape them because you're going to die. You're going to lose at the end of the day. So when religions are telling me like, oh, believe in God, you know, because you're going to go to heaven and you're going to see all the emeralds and rubies, and it's just like, dude, delusion. Delusional fuckheads. I mean, seriously. You're living in hell right now. You're not living in a paradise, you know. This is hell. Where every person is real and they're suffering and you have to be careful, and you're literally walking on eggshells. Some people are walking on eggshells because they're reckless as fuck. They're assholes. And there's some people who are very careful, and because of that, they might not be in a great situation. They might be living in a frugal life. They might be living in a basement or whatever, or they might be living with their parents, or they're just not in education or in a job, wherever, because they're neats. And I completely understand. I completely understand how some people could be just so. It's not even paranoia, because it's just like, why risk it? You know, why risk turning on the engine to potentially deal with a major problem. I mean, why would you turn on the button and risk it? You're gambling, you know, at the end of the day. This life is a gamble. It's a lottery. Uh, people play the lottery. Some people become accountants. Some people become doctors. Some people become McDonald's workers because of the circumstances and the environment they were put in and what cards they were dealt with. You know, they could have started off in life with parents in debt. You know, some parents have already own a house and they brought you here. You know, my parents didn't own a house until they're in their 50s. And I already moved out. It's too late. You know, what's the point of buying a house and for what? You know, and now they're paying their mortgage, and who knows how long they have in this life. I looked at all the risks and stuff like that. Yeah, they might own a house now, but they're paying off a mortgage that's over 6 figures. You know, and they're only getting older. It's just so reckless. There's no guarantees. There's no, you know, I'll make my child's life better because I didn't have a better life. It's bullshit, man. At the end of the day, the fact is, this should have never happened. This life thing. That's a fact. It should have never happened. The circumstances, the probabilities of all this shit happening is very fucking slim. You have to basically win 1 million lotteries in a row. That's the probability of life happening again, you know. And all this evolution, all this killing and eating each other and dying and rebirth and keeping the cycle over and over and over again, just for the DNA molecules to replicate, to mutate. Deformities, you know, all this shit, catastrophes that happen to people's lives, you know, just for a fucking asshole to say I win, creating a fucking ton of losers, and then that asshole dies eventually and is forgotten, you know, and it's going to be guaranteed to be forgotten. I mean, really, the everyday average person doesn't even know who the fuck is the president, you know. Who do you think you are to think that you're gonna be somebody out here? You're nobody. You're just a fucking bug, like the rest of us. We're all bugs on this planet. We're nothing. We're fucking literally just bugs that can fucking feel, and that's it. That can speak and dance or whatever, but that's really all the difference is. You know, the value of human beings, the fact that they could be compromised and they could be at risk of harm, you know, torture. That's a real fucking event, torture. Being harmed, being in pain, suffering, to the point where you want to kill yourself, agony, famine, all this shit in this planet, happening every fucking day. Some of us are sitting on our couches, belched with our fucking beer and stupid copes and all that, watching our stupid football, eating pizza, whatever, consuming, farting, peeing, whatever. And out here is just madness. It's fucked up shit happening right now. I watched a documentary where those kids in Romania, literally, in the streets, no parents, no support, no future. Just harm, torture, suffering, huffing paint just to cope with their existence. That's a life. That's a life that you say it's worth for some millionaire to have a Bugatti and all this shit and all these nice cars. That winter was worth all these kids being homeless and suffering and huffing paint just to get by. That's worth it to some of you people, you pro-lifers. I mean, fuck. If you wouldn't want that shit to happen to your kids, why would you fucking, risk it? Fucking A, man. And some of you people, your natalists that think, oh, my kid's special. It's my kid, whatever. It's my fucking slave. It's not your kid. It's a fucking another human being out in this world. That's gonna have to be an adult. And it's gonna have to fucking survive out here in this hell, in this hyper competitive, materialistic, nihilistic people out here that just or stomping on babies just to get their fucking candy. It's crazy out here, man. It's so insane. And people think that getting rich, everyone can get rich. Everyone can get rich. It's so easy, you know. And even if you worked very hard to get rich, right? Even if you worked very hard, you worked your ass off, you break their back, you did everything and stuff like that. You get that money, and now you're a winner. Now you have the house. Now you have a car. Now you have whatever, the trophy wife, the sex doll, whatever wife. I mean, guess what? That's at a price of someone else. And now what you've done is just created more suffering for another individual. That's a fact. It's not a free fucking win. You don't just, it's not like it's not coming out of someone's pocket. It is, I mean, great. That's great for you that you're now in comfort. You're comforted 24/7. You, of course, you should be focusing on your comforts. But you have to understand that that's at a price. There's no free in this world. God doesn't fucking give you all these pleasures and all that shit just because you earned it. No, you took it from someone else that could have had those same pleasures. That's a fact. If you go to the grocery store and you steal an orange, that orange could have been someone else's orange that they could have enjoyed and eat, So, yeah, it's just so crazy. I mean, I know I'm getting off topic a lot in this video, but what you religious people need to understand is that your constant cycle of reproduction, constantly brainwashing your kids into believing that you just gotta pray to God and your life is gonna be great. You are setting up your kid for a fucking life of suffering. You have people like me and other content creators who are telling you for how life really is. It's a hyper competitive, careless, reckless, dangerous game that we're playing. And it's not a game like a video game where, it's a simulation. No, it's a real game. Survival of the fittest. Blood, gory gladiator war, You watch some documentaries of nature and you're going to see really quick how fucking brutal life really is. The animals don't even comprehend that they're killing their own brothers. But we do. We do understand that fact. We have no excuses. We have intelligence. Animals, unfortunately, don't. They have no comprehension of, of being able to understand these complex, complex things. I mean, pain. They don't understand. They feel pain and pleasure, but they don't understand that the next sentient brain out there also has these vulnerabilities, just like them. They don't understand that, but we do. I understand that getting your leg broken it sucks. It's bad. Getting cancer is bad. How can you say no? It's good because it's gonna grow your character. It's gonna make you a better person. No, that's illogical. That's further from the truth. Some of these blights can damage your brain. Dementia. You become a person that's not how they used to be. And you have religious people who again keep thinking that this is a gift from God and all this shit. There's real prices that were paid for your pleasures and your gluttonous, feelings and all that shit. So, yeah, so I just wanted to talk about just, religion and stuff like that, because my parents, I grew up with religion, and they fucking try to manipulate me, and they tried punishing me for not praying or something like that. I remember that I had to literally pray and stuff like that in the corner. They told me to stand in the corner and pray and stuff like that because I didn't want to pray or whatever. Tell me to kneel and stuff like that for an hour, praying to God or whatever. Just some bullshit, fucked up crap, And this is what you religious people, this is what you religious people are for. You're for all this shit. You're for suffering. You're for wars. You're for blights. in humanity and humans. You are for these things because you see life positively. You see it in an optimistic lens because you think your God gave you this life as a gift. No, you were brought here by your stupid ass parents who fucked with each other. That's all. You don't want to admit that your parents just carelessly brought you into this world for no fucking reason other than selfish reasons or some ego reasons. That's it. You can't accept that because what? It would shatter your reality because it's not going to make this reality into a Disney movie like your delusional brain is thinking that it is. It's not. This is not a Disney movie we're living in. Literally, I can't. When I drove here to my parents' house, I saw a car accident. And that could have been me. That could have been any of us. This life isn't fun. This life is dangerous as hell. Every day I drive. Every day you drive. If you have a car, you're risking it. You're risking your life because of some asshole who can't fucking pay attention on the road. Who can't look at the fucking speed limit and say, "Oh, I shouldn't go 90 miles an hour on a fucking 40." But anyways, I think that's it. I might make another video. Slow rant there, but yeah, peace out, guys.